Hi everyone. So in this lecture series, this video is the second one. It's nothing but VM migration attack. So for this, let's imagine a busy airport. So every airplane, that is VM, sometimes moves from one runway, that is server, to another to balance traffic, fix a runway, or avoid storms. So this smooth relocation keeps operations running, that's VM migration in the cloud. But if hackers sneak into the air traffic control system during the move, they could redirect planes or steal data mid-flight. So that's what a VM migration attack looks like, exploiting the moment of movement when systems are most exposed. So what is a VM migration? So in the cloud, a virtual machine can shift from one physical host to another, either while turned off, that is cloud migration, or still running, that is live migration. So this is the invisible magic behind zero downtime maintenance. So servers move without interrupting the users. In disaster recovery, VMs escape failing hardware, and in load balancing, workloads slide to less busy servers. So an industry example in the year of 2024, AWS EC2 auto-scaling performed millions of live migrations daily to keep workloads stable. But during one migration bug in a test region, engineers discovered plain text VM state data briefly visible in logs. So proving how fragile the process can be if not encrypted end to end. Why VM migration matters. So every major provider like AWS, Azure and Google Cloud depends on migration to juggle global demand. But each migration sends memory snapshots, CPU state and sometimes credentials across the network. If attackers tap that stream, they gain a gold mine of live data. So in a recent case, in the year of 2023, a Google Cloud Test Cluster incident revealed that an unencrypted vMotion session exposed sensitive container metadata. It was patched within hours, yet it highlighted how even transient data is dangerous when moving at cloud speed. So the VM migration attack surface. So attackers have several doors to pick during migration. First one is the migration interception. So sniffing or injecting data during transfer. Second one is the insider threats. An admin capturing migration packets. So third one is the side channel attacks. It's nothing but reading, timing or cache data of co-resident VMs. Next one is the VM hopping. So jumping from one VM to another via shared resources. Okay. So a real world tie-in. In 2024, IEEE study simulated live migrations on OpenStack and found attackers could recover around 10 kilobytes of memory per second if traffic wasn't isolated. So enough to leak encryption keys within minutes. So notorious vulnerabilities and incidents. So cloud history reminds us that migration and virtualization bugs have real impact. First one is the VNOM, a floppy driver flaw in QEMU let attackers escape VMs. Second one is the Zen DOM breaking, so allowed attackers to breach hypervisor walls. Next one is the KVM escalation, so gave root access to attackers in Linux KVM. So, modern angle in the year of 2024 update, security researchers demonstrated a new live leak exploit on KVM migration channels, intercepting unencrypted state files between edge data centers, proving that old vulnerabilities often reappear in new cloud context. So consequences of VM migration attacks are, imagine moving a house while burglars are watching the truck. So data breaches. So confidential files may leak mid-transfer. Infrastructure compromise. Attackers can plant backdoors in hypervisors. Service disruption. Downtime during an attack can violate the SLAs. Trust erosion. So customers lose faith in the provider. In industry impact, in 2024, CloudZ, a US cloud provider, suffered a migration-related outage. lasting 18 hours after a automation script was hijacked by a malicious actor during live transfer, so costing millions and hundreds of angry clients. So emerging defense techniques. Researchers and providers are racing to fortify the migration pipeline. Migration encryption. So this is nothing but AES 2256 and TLS protect live streams used by VMware vSphere 8 and blockchain authentication thereof 2024 prototype by NUS Singapore verifies migration integrity with immutable hashes. Dynamic VM switching drifter system. So dynamically alters execution paths to thwart side channels. Access control models. Zero trust RBAC isolating admin privileges. Example are Microsoft Azure's 2025 update integrated confidential VM migration where memory is encrypted with AMD SEV keys, a major industry benchmark. So best practices for secure our VM migration. So defending VM migration is like escorting a VIP convo through a danger zone. So encrypt migration traffic TLS 1.3 or IPsec channels only. And patch hypervisors. So never skip updates from VMware, Zen or KVM, which type of hypervisors we have used. And monitor anomalies. So AI tools spot unexpected migration spikes. Leverage SDN. Isolate migration networks via software-defined segmentation. Next one is the multi-layer defense. Combine cryptography, blockchain and behavior analytics. So IBM Cloud 2025 adopted an AI migration guardian that flags any unapproved live migration, reducing attack windows by 70%. So the future of VM migration security. So the next era is intelligent and autonomous AI-driven detection. It is nothing but real-time ML models learn normal migration patterns. Next one is the protocol standardization. The Cloud Security Alliance drafted a universal secure vMotion standard. Zero trust models. Every migration validated continuously. Ongoing research. Focus on side channel defense and insider detection. Consider the example NVIDIA's 2025. So confidential vGPU initiative now supports secure migration of AI workloads with encryption preserved across data centers. So it's critical for generative AI cloud platforms. Security, the backbone of cloud flexibility. So VM migration is the heartbeat of cloud agility, but also a prime target. Like moving valuable cargo between warehouses, we need strong locks, guarded routes, and constant watch. By blending cryptography, blockchain, and AI-driven monitoring, the cloud community is building resilience. So the main goal is future where migration remains seamless and safe for every organization on the planet. Thank you for the patient listening.